हेलो एवरीवन, नमस्ते। मैं हूं निष्ठा। आज का वीडियो इज अ पार्ट आउट ऑफ वन ऑफ आवर ऑक्सफर्ड ट्रिप्स. This one is a few months ago, around October end. The video is actually about our trip to Blenheim Palace from Oxford city centre. It is a country house in Woodstock, the only private home that calls itself a palace. It has landscapes, waterfalls, well manicured gardens, and lakes. Blenheim Palace is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. For our journey, in the morning we took a bus from Oxford city centre and got down at that very bus stop. It took us approximately 30 minutes to reach here and then a little walk down this road to the entrance. This road is the one that leads to Cotswolds area from Oxford, and as you can see, right opposite is the bus stop from where you can board your bus for the journey back to Oxford city centre. बिल्कुल यहाँ से हमने अपनी वापसी की बस पकड़ी थी. Bus numbers 7 और bus S3 are very convenient. यहाँ पर local buses में you can buy a return ticket from the driver using a card or maybe cash. As you can see, we bought return tickets that was around £5 per adult for us. यहाँ पर we have just entered the Blenheim Palace premises and feeling glad that we wore our walking shoes. दोनों तरफ पार्किंग के लिए खूब सारी जगह है. Since this trip was in October end, you can also see a lot of autumn leaves everywhere. अपने comfortable walking shoes पहनकर यहाँ जाना बहुत ज़रूरी है. You can choose अगर आपको सिर्फ gardens and palace grounds देखने हैं तो you can buy just the tickets for the gardens and palace grounds, and even separate tickets for visiting inside the palace, or all of it can be covered in an annual pass. The grand and magnificent Blenheim Palace is the seat of the Duke of Marlborough. It was built somewhere in the 18th century by the first Duke of Marlborough, that was John Churchill. In fact, Sir Winston Churchill belonged to this family. Although not a duke himself, he was born and raised right here. John Churchill was given this land to build the palace by Queen Anne since he had won the Battle of Blenheim. As we walked up the steps and entered the palace, we saw the huge entrance hall and the painting on the ceiling. हमें ये बात पता ही नहीं थी that this hall is Baroque art and architecture, which means it has very real dramatic depictions, clear detail and grandeur, बिल्कुल भव्य. The paintings have intense light and dark shadows and are so real. As we walked on, throughout we saw a lot of family history of the dukes in the past through their paintings and family portraits. जैसे कि आप जानते हैं ये वीडियो अक्टूबर एंड का है, so it's Halloween time and hence all the carved pumpkins kept here and there. The family portrait of the 4th Duke and Duchess of Marlborough was looking beautiful in the red drawing room. And on the other side of the room, you have the famous 9th Duke of Marlborough with his family and his first wife Consuelo. And something very interesting that I found, ये देखिए. The family motto is faithful but unfortunate, that too in Spanish, not Latin. Here we are entering the dining hall, once again grand and with high ceilings, and it was October end, so Halloween theme. Once again, you can see the ceiling art, the painting on the ceiling and on the walls. And ye dekhiye, the dining table was perfect for a Halloween party. In this beautiful drawing room, I found a very interesting portrait of Consuelo, the first wife of the 9th Duke of Marlborough. And here we are entering a grand and seemingly never-ending library. So many books, it was mesmerizing. आप हर तरफ देखिए इतनी सारी books. There are some more family photos kept in the library, and that is the statue of Queen Anne. जैसे कि मैंने बताया था, Queen Anne ने ही ये land gift में दिया था first Duke of Marlborough को. Currently, Blenheim Palace has the 12th Duke of Marlborough. लाइब्रेरी की दूसरी तरफ we have this huge organ and again paintings, fireplace and very comfortable cozy sitting spaces. And जहाँ देखो books are just following you. ये देखिए, from the library window, that's the view that we get. It's a beautiful day, isn't it? अब बस हम बाहर भी चलेंगे. That's the room where Sir Winston Churchill was born, and all these landscapes on display have been painted by him. Now we are on our way out, and here we are visiting a small but very ornate chapel. Now we are finally standing at the palace grounds right outside and taking in the view. अब हम एक्सप्लोर करेंगे द पैलेस ग्राउंड्स. इस फीचर के चारों कोनों पर वो स्टैचूज ऑफ 4 वीनसेस. ये नहीं, ये तो मैं हूँ वेविंग एट द कैमरा. ये पूरा स्टेप्स में बनाया गया है. एज वी क्लाइम डाउन दीज स्टेप्स वी विल इवेंचुअली रीच द लेक. As we climbed down a few steps, we found this water feature. मुझे आवाज़ बहुत अच्छी लग रही थी. And above this, there you can see the palace. This is the lower terrace, and here I found a very interesting statue called the Sphinx. The face is of Gladys, the second wife of the 9th Duke of Marlborough. She was said to be both very intelligent and very beautiful. Moving further, we found this fountain of the 4 rivers. Here at the bottom, you have the statues representing 4 rivers that were Danube, Palata, Nile and our Ganga. ये जो आप देख रहे हैं, the man with the oar in his hand, ये है गंगा जी को represent कर रहा. We just kept walking further and enjoying the weather. और यहाँ पर we saw the Temple of Diana, again built in the 18th century. These were of course very well kept grounds and a lot of specimen trees. That's the rose garden. Of course, because it was autumn time, roses फिलहाल हमें कोई दिखे नहीं, but you can imagine how it would be in spring. Autumn leaves देखकर मुझे लगा एक slow mo video तो लेना बनता था, but then I think I just overdid it. That's the walk towards the Cascade waterfalls. अब हम झरने की तरफ चलते जा रहे हैं. That's the pump house that we crossed. The water is getting pumped up, allowing it to flow down from the cascades. Walking further up, we found the part of the lake जहाँ से cascades में पानी जाता है. And there were swans and lily pads everywhere. Beautiful. Now we are going to start our journey back towards the Blenheim Palace and then out of the gates. That's the Blenheim Palace there. For a very long time, we were just standing there and looking around at all the autumn colors that we can find. After many hours of walking inside the palace and the palace grounds, we are finally headed home. अब हम बाहर निकल रहे हैं और जैसा कि मैंने कहा था, walking shoes are a must. On our way out of the Blenheim Palace, we found this mini train station for kids. Anyhow, हमें तो अब जाकर अपनी बस पकड़नी है वापसी की. We have to board our bus quickly. So I will see you soon with another experience or maybe another journey. Do like and subscribe. So bye bye. See you soon.